Hi everyone, welcome back to Spiritual Growth Tarot. I'm Denise, and today I have a question from Frank. He wants to know when will it end for Sean Hannity and Tucker Carlson? Being that they seem to have a lot of influence on a lot of people. So, Frank and I are both a little paranoid about it. Maybe in a healthy way. So, okay, let me drop the camera down, and I'll have to do them one at a time, but we'll get started. Okay, hold on. Okay, so let's do, I think I'll do Sean Hannity first. Let me tune into him. Man, is that guy arrogant. It's like a big... Okay, so when is it going to end for Sean Hannity? When will his adventure into crazy land with Fox so-called news, Fox Media Group, whatever, when will it end? When will his... well, we'll see if I can get timing on that. How's it going to end for him, and when will that be, if ever? You know, who knows? Well, I'm open to whatever it is. We all know how long Rush Limbaugh lasted. Okay. Sean Hannity. All right there. Hope I have enough room here. Okay. Second row. So I'm looking at the conditions upon which he may be leaving, or when he will stop talking, crazy talk. Well, okay, so our theme here is his arrogance. With the sun, this is just his overblown, ego that could crash and burn. He does have a lot of friends. He does have the loyalty. But there's something wrong. As far as timing goes, this is definitely, you can easily see it's a summertime card. But it's his success. There's something wrong with his success. His success is based on manipulation and lies. This is his hidden agenda will be revealed. His hidden agenda that will be revealed will cause movement in his life, and it may also be that he's aligned with some foreign, he's aligned with foreign BS. This is like Putin's playbook that, I mean, if he's aligned with Trump, he's aligned with Putin, so this doesn't surprise me. And that's been happening for a long time. It sucks up his energy, his health. His overblown ego can cause him some health problems in the future, and especially to his vocal cords. That's interesting. Well, okay, so as far as timing goes, you know, this can be summertime, it can be high noon, it can be, yeah, any of the hot months. With the fox card here, it could be when he least expects it and when we least expect it. Suddenly there's movement and change and everything goes wrong. And he's on this new health adventure. With the clouds here, this is his cloudy obfuscation. Yeah, is that the way to say it? You know, the place where he just hides, the subterfuge, the obfuscation, and that's what he is. You know, when he speaks, he's not telling the truth. Liar, 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 not speaking the truth. Liar who's hiding something. And what he's hiding is his foreign connection. He's bought and paid for. Putin owns him. And that's really, you know, it's really dangerous. This is like dangerous speech. And he's an opportunistic that will just say whatever in order to get his loyal followers. He risks everything by telling lies just to get the loyal followers. Wow. As far as the ship can be 3 months, the clouds can be in the springtime. Sometimes it's just hard to figure out when. Some readers see clouds as being like autumn time, you know, when storms start moving in. But, you know, that could happen any time of the year. So we're seeing how and why. It's because of the lies and because of his connections with overseas, you know, foreign news, foreign baloney. You know, Putin that doesn't want the United States of America to do well because he's such an idiot. If he were smart, he would want us to do well and do lots of trade with us and him, you know, Russia to do well, and then we would have lots of trade with them. But no, he's just not very bright. And neither are these guys. You know, neither are Sean Hannity and Tucker Carlson. It's like they spread these lies of fear. They spread fear in order to try and control others. You know, and that's the way Putin has always operated, and that's what these guys do. That's what Trump did. You know, right in the beginning, it was all about, you know, we have to be afraid of those immigrants that come over, and you know, they're rapists and they're drug dealers and they're da da da. You know, it's just ridiculous. You know, like we don't have rapists and drug dealers here in America of our own. And how about all the arms we've sold to, you know, South American countries? How about the mess we created over there? Remember the Iran-Contra, you know, remember that? Remember Oliver North? Anyway, as far as timing, when it comes to, let's see, This could take a long time. The tree, darn it, the tree is, well, it can be 6 months to a year. And I say that too because we've got 6 to 12 months here. This can be a December card, you know, the month of December. So maybe at the end of this year, the change, it can be when there's more discovery about all the players who've just been lying all the time. You know, I mean, Fox News is going to, don't they already have lawsuits against them for all the falsities that they've put out there? I think they do. But this is a springtime card. This is a springtime card. Clover can just be, you know, a couple days to a couple weeks. Ship has to do with, you know, it can go pretty fast. But it could be 3 months. But I think by looking at all these cards that it could be by the end of the year at the longest, I think. I don't know if he'll be totally done, but he will, I think he might suffer a loss of reputation. Well, let's see. Let's add another layer on top and see what we get here. Will he ever actually be going? You know, before he has a health issue, because I see a health issue with his throat here. And, you know, if you're just using your voice for lies, then why should your throat chakra work well? Yeah, that's a burden. That's guilt, and there's a problem there. And that would be to the institution of, you know, Fox News and just any news organization. There's the moon, okay. That would be his reputation. His reputation is key. And this is the yes card. And then there's this choice, this movement. So, looks to me like he'll be at a crossroads. Yes, he'll definitely come to a crossroads, and it's going to be all about his reputation, and he's going to be guilty. He's going to have to take self-responsibility. That's really interesting. He might wind up being very lonely, and there may be a boundary placed upon him due to his, you know, being out of alignment with the truth. So because I got a yes and this crossroads card, I would say, because I was asking, is he definitely going? This is yes, and we're seeing why. Because his lack of self-responsibility. He has to take self-responsibility at some point for what he puts out there. I don't know how old he is. He's not that young of a guy, but I don't know if he's as old as Rush Limbaugh was. But then again, you know, Rush Limbaugh was like stage 4 lung cancer. Even though he said, always said, no, cigarettes and cigars, they don't cause cancer. Well, I guess they proved you wrong. But anyway, so when it comes to Sean Hannity, I would say yes, sometime. And maybe we'll see something by the end of this year that will be damaging to him, his reputation. Okay, so let's tune into, let me go into, what's his name? Tucker Carlson. Tucker Carlson says that the feds are in on the insurrection. What an idiot. Oh my God. Oh, okay. Tucker. Let's look at Tucker's future. And I think I've done karmic readings on both of them and their future. So those are in there in the library if you want to search for them. I cannot remember what came through at all. But this is more tuned into what Frank wants to know, which is when will it end for these guys? So when will it end for Tucker Carlson? What will be the conditions and when will it end for Tucker Carlson? He's younger, so less chance for health issues, but then you never know. Okay, so Tucker Carlson. Maybe he'll get fired or something, I don't know. What's going to happen to Tucker Carlson and when will it be? Well, there he is. And his authority or lack of, maybe his loneliness. And there he is at his crossroads. Okay. Maybe a new opportunity or something risky. And yeah, he's very immature. But that could be something new. Oh, and there we have the ship again. Oh, and that has to do with money. Money, power, and protection there. And the heart. Okay, interesting. So, let's see. At a crossroads, the theme with him is he will have to make a choice, or he may make a choice because he wants more money. Or a choice is presented to him. This card has to do with a turning point, a decision. It can be, sometimes it's a February card. This has to do with money or some kind of transaction that happens. Yeah, he might want new money. This is him going in the wrong direction. No, there's no power. He's like exiting the reading. Goodness. It's so hard to tell when it comes to timing, but I'm seeing the conditions of him feeling lonely, needing to make a choice. Money is an issue. And something new that he wants to do. He might be kind of bullied out of his position. If this here is talking about the past, then it would be he is attached to something foreign. So again, you know, the lies that Putin puts out and expects, I mean, you know, the way it went a long time back was they would say stuff. Sean Hannity or Tucker Carlson would say stuff, and then Trump would start spreading it. He would start tweeting about it. Well, where did they get the stuff to say? Obviously, right here, it's Putin or the oligarchs. The news, this is the writer is all about news. The news came from a foreign entity and was put out there, a lot of it put out there. This is this is a Russian card and this is a Russian card. So we're seeing there's this attachment. Okay, so now let's look at, because when it comes to wind, these are not slow cards. Everything here is less than a year as well. So, but let's see if we can get more about timing with Tucker. Lilies takes a long time. Yeah, it's his need to grow up. Okay, so lilies, mice, stars, sun, and key. So this can be a winter card. The mice is very toxic, but it can happen like something that eats away at him, little by little. But it can be an August card. Often it's an August card. That's coming up soon. But is it this August or next August? Sometimes it's it's something that happens quickly. It's the card of lies. We could be say old, Alzheimer's brain lies. Although he's kind of young, but who knows? Maybe it runs in his family and he's getting it young. This is a minimization of the purity within. This is toxic. Well, it's sure to be revealed at some point, though. The key card is like a very now card, so that's interesting. But it's also often just that timing is really uncertain. With the stars card, I think that it's winter. It can sometimes be at nighttime, but who cares about that? It's often like a winter time, snow, like Christmas time card. So again, I'm feeling like the end of the year with this guy too. Could be that by the end of the year, something's revealed that's really important that sinks him. This guy's such an asshat. What kind of an idiot says that the feds are in on the insurrection? That sounds like BS from lies and BS from Putin. Because that's, of course, what Putin wants, wants people to think. That's how a dictator works. They get people to not trust the institutions, and we're all ready, who trusts any politician as far as they can see them, right? Or we can't throw them, but we can vote them out if they don't do well. But there's always this major possibility for an overuse or a use of abuse when they're in a position of power. But that's how these guys work. These guys like Putin they get people to not trust the government, not trust the system and the way it works. And then what do people do? They blow up and they go to the Capitol and kill people. Break things down, blow things up. So I can't say for sure when it's going to happen with these two, but I can say for sure that, at least what I believe from the cards here, is that Putin owns both of these asshats. And we should, just like you said, Frank, that you're a little paranoid. I think we should all be a little paranoid when these idiots are out there on the news and so many people listen to them. So really, it feels like the main issue is Fox News itself. And I've read on that institution as well, so, but may have to do an update at some point. But right now, more and more is coming out, and we are doing our own investigation into the Capitol riot, into the insurrection, and it's independent of any other country. And we all know that Mr. Little Putin is not well. He either has Parkinson's or stroke issues. How could anybody be healthy when they're that hateful and that manipulative and that controlling? It's just like Mitch McConnell. How are these guys, there's no way they could be healthy when they're that crooked and just flat out evil. No life force flows through them because there's no love flowing through them. So anyway, well, I'm sorry I don't have an exact answer, but there's a possibility that it could be at the end of the year. But again, we have to look at the strength or lack of Fox News. So, wouldn't it be great if, like, our country banned Fox News from coming in? Just banned it. I think it's happened in other countries, I think. Was it New Zealand or Australia? I can't remember. I could be wrong. I have no idea. But wouldn't that be great? That, lies are not allowed to be told on TV. Or at least without a warning. You know how all the commercials for drugs and remember in the old days when they used to have cigarette commercials? You can't have that anymore. And they had to put the warning on the side of the box and everything. So I don't know how long it'll take, but that's the way I see it going in the future. But wouldn't it be great if there's the warning that they just like the big like layer that would go over a lie. When Trump tweeted a lie, then a big layer would be put over it, until they banned him. But Trump was banned, so lies are banned eventually. You would think that this would happen to Sean Hannity and Tucker Carlson and Fox News. And all these other liars, Jeanine Pirro, and I've read on all of them, but I can't remember what came through. So anyway, I'm going to close up this reading, get it uploaded. Okay, thanks you guys. Welcome your comments. I welcome your comments always. Unless you're a Trump troller, and then I'm going to block you, so... But I welcome your comments, my people, my tribe, my community, and I'm your people too. So comment away, and we'll have some fun. Thanks, you guys. Bye.